Alright team, we are back with some more Marvel Snap. Today we are looking at the discard deck. So it's pretty straightforward. Blade, Morbius. If you don't know Morbius, +2 power for each time you discard a card, so that's very strong. It's a persistent power gain throughout the game. We have Swarm, who makes 2 copies that cost 0 when you discard it. Colleen Wing to get rid of the Swarm and discard it. And then Storm as a side bet where you place that and then Wizard on something, and you can usually lock down a place before they can really respond. And then, of course, Apocalypse. Every time you discard it, it comes right back +4 power. I just unlocked Ghost Rider, which I was pretty happy about, but I tried him a couple games in this deck, and I don't really think he fits as much as I wanted him to. So for the time being, I'm not using Ghost Rider in this deck. But yeah, there are a couple of things in here I kind of want to get rid of. Honestly, Blade hasn't been working out as much as I want to. Wolverine's decent. He's kind of niche. Works well if there's like a one of those places that destroys it as soon as you play a card. But let's get in there and see what we can do today. I'm going to figure out if I should be adding Ghost Rider, if I should be getting rid of Blade. See, this is the issue I run into constantly. It's just that as soon as, like, if I have Blade as an early drop, then it kind of comes into play where I'll be deleting one of my better cards that I don't really want to get rid of quite yet. Alright, so let's play Morbius on the side. Alright, so if we draw Killmonger right now, we can delete the Nova before they get a chance to delete the Nova. Doesn't look like that's going to happen though, unfortunately. So let's play Storm here, lock down the spot since we can have Morbius grow. So Storm floods the location, which means you have one turn to play there before you can't play there anymore. That was weird. Why'd they play Carnage here when they had a Bucky Barnes Nova set up? Huh. Now we got 2 flooding locations. Okay, this is interesting for sure. So in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to play Lady Sif here. He must have a way to... Probably has a Deathlock ready to blow up the Bucky Barnes. So Morbius is going to be... He's going to be gaining 4 power this turn alone. So let's do this for right now. Hope Wolverine doesn't get discarded and goes into the Space Stone, because Wolverine, when it's discarded, plays out of random location. Okay, so they did have a Deathlock, which is why they played Carnage over here. That's fine. We're going to win this spot for sure. Lady Sif discarded Apocalypse. It came back with +4 power. Blade discarded Colleen Wing. Not ideal, but it happens. So we have one more turn on this. Killmonger is kind of helpful if they're running Zoo Deck. If they're not running Zoo Deck, it doesn't really matter as much. But honestly, we might as well play it because it's more power. Well, we have enough to play both of them. And then we'll end up with an Apocalypse on Space Throne. So based on that, I think we win this. Unless they have a vision that they can move around. Alright, this was a weird game. They must be playing a death deck. Huh. Alright, so let's just play Apocalypse there. Let's see if they have death. Nope, Sabretooth. That was a weird game. I don't think we can really get enough knowledge about our current deck off of that game for sure. So let's try this again. Let's run this again. I was in Diamond the last recording, but unfortunately it reset, so now I'm in low Platinum. It set me back all the way to like high Silver, so I gotta work my way back up to Diamond. I know Diamond's not the best, but it's decent for the amount of time I get to play, so I'm pretty happy with it. Alright, here we go. So now we got Lady Sif, Wolverine, Swarm. Not the best hand, to be honest. And this does not work as well for us as it does most other people. Like if they're playing like Ant-Man Squirrel Girl, they can get the raft very quick. So usually, unless I have really low drops like blades and stuff, I'll flood the raft. Alright, Nightcrawler, so they do have a 1-drop, not ideal. Alright, let's play Lizard. I know they are going to fill this up, so Lizard's not the best call because of that. But in the other terms, Wolverine is a good discard mechanic. Plus... Okay. That's perfect. That's what I was going to say. Hopefully we get a storm, which means they're not going to fill this up anyway. That actually worked out perfectly. Okay. That was a little weird. We got a Dracula? That's actually the best card that could have showed up for us. Although Doctor Doom is pretty good too. Alright, so we have... Yeah, that is rough. So we could play Swarm Wolverine. But honestly, I'd rather play Swordmaster here. Okay, they deleted my ongoing, which is actually pretty beneficial. But we still lose it. No, we tie actually. I can't do math apparently. But that's not bad. So we got that tied. We've only had 1 discard this game, so Morbius... Okay. We didn't even have Apocalypse yet. Dracula would have been amazing with Apocalypse, because you'd discard it and get it for free, so you don't have to play a 6-drop. I really want to get a Dracula, I just haven't gotten the card yet. But I'm kind of surprised they left. Felt like they had a little bit of the upper hand there. Alright, but so far we're doing pretty good with our matches. Killmonger is who I thought about taking out in this deck for Ghost Rider. But I played a couple games, it just did not work out the way I wanted it to. Alright, we're going to wait on Blade. Okay. So the good thing about having a bunch of low drops is you can kind of see how the board pans out. Nova, that doesn't help us. But we did get Storm and Lizard. So we're actually going to storm the spot with Angela. I was going to say we're going to storm the spot with Angela so that she can't get the full benefit and we can still win that location. But you know, I kind of regret that right now. Because now we got to be... Ooh, we got to be 12? I mean, that's not terrible. We have Lizard, but they'll probably get the 4th drop in there. They do have 1/1 drop, so we could play Killmonger, Blade. That's 4 power, which is the equivalent of what Lizard would have been, but at least we can delete that Nightcrawler. Yeah, this match isn't looking great. We may want to think about retreating, but let's see how this goes. Okay, we deleted Nightcrawler. It's a little less movement, that's good. Okay, Nova I didn't care about, so that was a fine discard. Okay, that's a big power spike. Let's go there, put in the power. Hopefully Swordmaster, as long as Swordmaster doesn't hit Colleen Wing, we're good. Because if it hits Wolverine, we get a free play. If it hits Apocalypse, we get that buff. Okay, I gotta assume at this point they're a Devil Dino deck, because they're just getting more cards in hand without any rhyme or reason, it kind of looks like. So assuming they play a Devil Dino here, I think I lose no matter what. Unless they don't have this 3 cards in deck, so there's a chance they don't have Devil Dino. If they snapped, I would have retreated, but because they didn't snap, let's play this out. Iron Man, interesting. Alright, it doesn't change the fact that we lost, but it wasn't by much, to be honest. Alright, that's fair. Yeah, if they snapped, I definitely would have retreated there. Alright, let's see. I think we have 2 wins, 1 loss so far, so far this deck's working out pretty well. That is not a bad spot. We want to see a Swarm in our hand with Calling Wing, which we don't. So if we play Calling Wing, we'll either hit Killmonger, Swordmaster, or Storm. I don't want to take that chance right now. Interesting. Okay, there we go. Now we have the Swarm. We're going to shut this down, because I don't think I can beat that by turn 4. So let's turn off the effect of that location. Alright, so this isn't bad now. We play Calling Wing, we'll get the Swarm. Shang-Chi won't, let's see. So we're not going to efficiently use our mana. They don't have any 1-drops. I don't feel terrible about throwing in a Swordmaster here. Ooh, now I do though. That's a shame. I really need Morbius on that location. Oh, there he is. Morbed a little too late. Alright, let's see. So we're going to have to go like that. Get a little bit of discard on the Swarm. Get some free casts. I'm a little worried about what Grand Central gives us, to be honest. This one is not looking like a great outcome for us. They get a... Oh, they got the second wizard off the cable. Okay, that's fair. Okay. That wasn't bad. Alright, so what we can do here is... So if we play... We just need to predict their big drop, which is an issue. I'm going to predict here and play Double Swarm there. I think they're going to try for Grand Central. They snapped, so this isn't a great play staying in, but sometimes you just got to stay in. They played Grand Central. Wow. Alright, that worked out. And that's the value of Swarm. Having a bunch of 0 drops for 3 power on the last turn, it's pretty strong. So this deck's kind of weird because you don't always play on curve. Like you always see how I hold the Calling Wing, hold the blade, stuff like that. It's because you want to maximize that end game. So I'd say the discard deck in Marvel Snap is a little harder than most decks, just because you really need to make sure you're timing it right. Otherwise, if you're discarding your Storm or anything like that, you're in big trouble. Okay, Calling Wing. Calling Wing is a perfect play next turn as long as we don't draw Blade. I might get rid of Blade, because I run into a circumstance like this all the time. See? And now Blade showed up. Ruined the party. So if we play Calling Wing now, since it discards the lowest, it'll discard Blade. Whereas before it would have been Wolverine or Swarm. We're going to play Wolverine there. Okay. This is ending up for a really good Killmonger. We didn't want to play Blade because we need that Killmonger because they have 2 1 costs. They only had 1 at the time, but it's still a good keep. Okay, this is not bad. So we got to get this Killmonger out here. Hopefully they don't move the Nightcrawler this turn into Wakanda. which they did. Unfortunate. Okay, interesting. They're going discard as well. So we'll only kill the Rocket Raccoon, but that's not terrible. Alright, so we got a couple options here. I don't think we're going to storm. We could shut off the turn 7 and turn it back to turn 6, but I think we're just going to go for... I'm going to try for a little bit more of a crazy play here. We're going to go Colleen Wing, and we're going to go... Gotta go Blade, unfortunately. So I'm hoping Calling hits Swarm, or Blade hits Swarm. If they both hit Swarm, we're in a good spot. Okay, we got Swarm on the first one. Alright, let's see. Alright, don't really care about Shang-Chi, so that's fine. That's the last turn anyway. Oh no, we do have one more turn. I forgot about that. I should have kept Apocalypse in hand. It's a bit of a misplay. I have first reveal, so Shang-Chi does nothing for me. They have one card in hand. I need to hope it's not that good of a card. Because they also have Angel. I think I actually threw this one. Why would you play over here? Red Skull. What? What just happened? Enemy cards at this location have +2 power. I mean, that is the coolest looking card I've ever seen, but why would you play this right here? Wouldn't they win if they played it here? What just happened? You know what? Not gonna... What's that saying? Not gonna look the gift horse in the mouth or something like that. We're just gonna go with that win and move on. That was a weird one. Mayor McCheese. That's a bad sign for us. I don't know if we can beat this guy. Alright. So we have Swarm. Yeah, based on this, I think I might take Blade out of this deck. Maybe throw in Sunspot. That way those first couple turns where I'm setting up, I'll just be gaining power anyway. I think Sunspot would be a good alternative. Alright, let's get Wizard in there. Alright, Domino. Okay, so now we have Apocalypse, so we might as well play our Lady Sif out there. We're going to try and get the turn 4, whoever is winning effect. Okay, they stormed it, that's fine. After turn 4, all positions change, so we need to get some cards over here too, so that wherever this one goes, we have cards already there, because we can't help it afterwards. So let's do... Because the flooding's going to move too. So I need to make sure this spot is secure. You know what, we're going to go Morbius Swarm. As much as I hate to put Swarm out there this early, we need the power on there. Beautiful. So now we can play to fight the one place where they have 4. Yeah. Mayor McCheese. You should have saw that one coming. Not bad. Alright. Let's get one more in here. I feel like this was a pretty good test pool of games for this deck. I think I'm going to switch out Blade for Sunspot. If anyone has any better ideas, leave it down in the comments. I'd love to get other opinions on this. See, because right now I'm not playing Blade because I can't risk the Morbius or the Killmonger. Let's get Morbius down. Okay. Let's get the Killmonger down. Playing it there, -2 power is a little rough. Let's get Killmonger there. So they're a move deck for sure, which means this spot here is kind of free for the taking for us. So we got to utilize that now. All right, so let's do that. And okay, they think they got something on us. Let's do that and that. We'll get 2 discards. If we're super lucky, it'll get rid of Wolverine and Apocalypse. Okay. Alright, first one hit the Lizard. That's not super lucky. Hit Apocalypse, please. Nope, hit Wolverine. So that was the worst case scenario, which is fine. We can still work with that. Alright. So we can make sure Apocalypse gets set there. Storm, it doesn't matter where I play right now, to be honest. So let's play Storm there. Just delete the power sink. Ooh. Well played. Alright, so now it all comes down to that. Let's see, so Vulture gets +5, so that'll be 13 power if it moves, assuming they play Heimdall. So 13, so that'd be 16. It would still lose to this unless they played Heimdall here, but then I would still win here. So we just need to play Swarm. I think we win if they play Heimdall. No, because their 4 beats my 3. We needed 1 more power from our final card. I could probably retreat right here would be the smart thing. But they have 3 cards in deck. You know what? Let's just see what happens. Maybe they won't even have Heimdall. I gotta guess they don't have Heimdall if it's taking them this long. Okay. Oh, I was hoping the Danger Room would kill off Shavith. I don't know what that animation was with the little... Because this thing started to do an animation, but then nothing happened? I don't know, that was weird. Alright, that's fair. Morbius. Alright. So that's probably going to be it for this one. That was some good games. If you have any ideas on what to switch out for Blade and, I don't know, maybe Wolverine. Wolverine kind of works in some situations, but it's not like it's not the best. I don't know what else I could work with, though, as far as discard goes. Because I just got, no, that's not what I want. Let's see. Because I just got, what's his name? Ghost Rider. Which is really cool, but I just kept bringing back a Swarm. So it was basically 4 mana for 6 power. Because 3 and then the Swarm. So it didn't really work out in this deck. It works out in other decks, which I just made a Jubilee deck for the first time. It feels kind of bad making one of those, but you know, once you get Jubilee and Ghost Rider, it's kind of fun to make. Maybe that'll be the next video. I don't know. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what I could change in my decks, and also, you know, if there's a certain deck type you want to see that, you know, maybe I have just sitting around, just let me know and I'll try to do a video on that. Anyway, I love making these videos, so, you know, let me know if you're enjoying them. Have a good one. Bye.